Just when you think that polar nights are super annoying and you don't get to see the daylight and you're like, what is this for? The northern lights come out and just totally blow you away. Ow, 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 ow.
We are experiencing a polar night here in northern Norway. The day is filled with snow and not very much daylight. When you're above the Arctic Circle, that's what you're gonna get in the winter. Breakfast is from 7 to 10 a.m. and we figured if we go at 7 o'clock, it's going to be very, very dark outside, but now you can see a little bit of light.
This is what it looks like outside. It's about 10:30, so not a lot of light. We definitely can never see the sun, but it's not too dark. This is my third cup of coffee. Gotta get one for the road. And now it is time to get ready to go outside. There is a bit of a snowstorm out there, but we want to go for a little bit of a walk to the beach. Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark and cold. I'm dressed in 4 layers on top, 3 layers on bottom. Got the hat, scarf, gloves, everything.
I feel like getting outside is so important. Even, oh my gosh, even if it's like not really light out, like just feeling the outside air on your skin helps with like the fog that you're in.
So yes, a polar night does not mean that it is completely pitch black the entire day. It just means that there is no time where the sun rises and the sun sets. That was a misconception in my mind before we actually arrived in the Arctic Circle. I thought, well, if the sun doesn't rise or set, of course it's gonna be dark all day. As the wind blows our tripod down.
Catch.
It doesn't mean that it's going to be dark all day. It just means that the sun rays may get above the horizon, but you won't actually see the sun.
And as you can tell, it's definitely not light. It's just like, I don't know, dusky. As soon as you get by the water, the wind just goes crazy.
Wow, I mean, we actually waited about 10 minutes to leave our room to come outside because it was windy, and then we're like, oh, it's not windy anymore, let's go outside. And now we're trying to get by the water and
so windy. All right, well, it has officially started to like snow, hail kind of. It like is a lot spikier than like regular snowflakes. But it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying the snow. We haven't really seen, oh my gosh, it's hitting me in the face so much. I thought there would be a lot more snow when we got to Tromsø because it is the dead of winter, but there's not that much snow here.
Coming to northern Norway is something we absolutely had to do this winter. We wanted to experience the polar night that only happens from about late November to mid-January. We were so excited to make the trip here. Even though there's no daylight, just a little bit of light, we just thought it would be such a fun experience that we couldn't get almost anywhere else. And yes, I do believe that you can only experience this above the Arctic Circle at 66 degrees latitude north. We are over 69, almost 70 degrees latitude north. And so that's why we're able to experience this.
It has started to snow so much.
I don't know if it's because my face is cold or if the snow is just sharp today, but it actually really hurts.
I don't think I've ever experienced snow on the beach before. It is definitely a weird concept, but I'm kind of digging it.
Ah!
Oh my gosh!
It started hailing! It
literally hurts so bad! I literally can't look up! This is insane! Oh!
We have to go!
This is crazy! I literally cannot believe how hard it is hailing right now!
Ow, ow!
Out of nowhere, I looked at the mountain behind us and I could just see a ton of precipitation falling down. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, I wonder if that's gonna come over here. And then all of a sudden, boom, it started pelting us with snow, hail, whatever it is.
There was nothing on this road just like 5 minutes ago, and now there's a ton of hail.
You can see how big they are. Like, it's not snow, it's like balls of ice just like falling down. Look at how big they are on my jacket. So they already have all of the street lights on. There's pretty much no light except for the street lights, and I think it's like 12:30 right now. So yeah, like we got like an hour of like dusk, and now it's pretty much gone. We have been at the Arctic Circle or above the Arctic Circle for pretty much the entire winter, and before that we were in Iceland and Denmark, so like we really haven't seen the sun in like a really long time, like all winter.
It really is a unique experience that I'm so glad that we're doing right now.
Yeah, I feel like spending winter in the Arctic is just something that you have to do once in your life, because like it is so magical and like so cozy, but you do start to miss the sun after a while.
It makes me think about like the residents here and like the people that are living here year round. Like that's pretty insane that like you experience this for months and months.
Yeah, but then I guess like you get so much sunlight in the summer that it like maybe makes up for it. I don't know. Tell us how you feel in the comments, because I would love to get a local's point of view on this.
We made it back inside. It was just so cold and windy and hailing that you just can't be out there too long. And that's okay. We have more time later on in the day to go outside. But for right now, I think Jenny's getting us some coffee.
I got myself a cappuccino and I got Jacob some hot chocolate.
It's like 1 o'clock.
1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it is already completely dark.
That's so wild. I mean, we still have a long day ahead of us, but there's just no sunlight anymore. Just a few minutes later, and there's a lot more snow out here. It's not coming down as hard. Well, it's not hurting as much as the hail, but there is quite a bit of snow, and we're just enjoying it sitting at our table. And I decided to come outside for a few minutes and just be a little bit cold before I go inside.
There is so much snow on the ground now.
Hopefully it stays like this, because it's great. It's just fun to be here and knowing that you're really close to the ocean, you get some nice food, and a great place to work. I just love watching the snow fall, and I think the main reason why it's not too cold out here is because we're by the water.
Now it is time to do one of my favorite activities of a polar night, which is taking a steaming hot shower. It is honestly one of my favorite parts of the day because you're so cold all day long and there's no sun to warm you up. So as soon as you get in the shower, it's just like, oh, you're finally super toasty. And of course, one of the best things about polar nights is that you have very good chances to see the northern lights. So as soon as it hits around 4 p.m. we start checking the KP index. We check to see if there's any clouds outside. We're constantly looking out the window, rushing down the stairs, going to check to see out the door if we can see anything. And that is for sure the best thing about polar nights.
We are walking outside right now to see if the northern lights are out there.
It's pretty cloudy, so I don't think that we have a good chance, but it never hurts to check. There's so much snow. It was not like this when we were out here earlier.
We're wearing flip-flops.
Yeah, we're doing great. I think it's cloudy.
It does look cloudy. Man, that's sad.
That is sad. Jacob!
Wait, what was that?
They're out! No joke!
We can see them?
They're freaking out! Look, you can see them on my camera right there.
No way!
That's so crazy!
So do we get dressed?
I don't know. Should we? Oh my gosh, you can see it. I thought that was a cloud. It's the northern lights. Wow, this is our 5th time seeing the northern lights. You would think that I would be able to tell the difference from a cloud and the northern lights by now. That's it. Oh, I can tell. I can tell now. That's totally
All right, let me take a picture.
That's it. Okay, so we ran inside to get dressed. We're gonna run to the beach to take some pictures with the mountains in the background. We thought that if we ran upstairs and got dressed when we got back out here, they might be gone, but they're even brighter! Run, Jacob, run! We got to the beach and look at the northern lights! Oh my gosh, you obviously can't see them. But look at the mountains! Oh, this is just the best!
Yes, I'm so happy we found them tonight.
Just when you think that polar nights are super annoying and you don't get to see the daylight and you're like, what is this for? The northern lights come out and just totally blow you away, and they just are so magical. It just makes the whole darkness thing worth it. Like, truly, when you see them, it is like an out-of-body experience. Like, there's no way to describe it other than every single time we see them, I'm like, I can't believe this is real! The nice thing about it being so dark is that the other day we actually saw the northern lights at 4 p.m. So, like, you don't always have to wait until, like, 9 p.m. to see them when there's a polar night.
But you might be waiting a very long time if you do start at 4 and they come
true.
out at like midnight.
That's very true. But the ones that we saw at 4 were like insane. If you haven't watched our orcas and northern lights video, you definitely need to check that out, because that whole day was like just like the craziest experience.
One of the best days we've ever had.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope that you will continue to follow our travels throughout the entire world, and we will see you next video.